Hi everybody, my name's The Preacher, and today I'm playing Chaos. Chaos Soup. Everyone's saying Chaos Soup is dead. Well, let's see if that is true. I've got a battalion of Chaos Demons, 2 Lords of Changes, both with the staff, and they're both going to be upgraded to Exalted Lords of Change. And then got 2 units of 3-man Nurglings, because they're great at holding objectives. And I'm trying out some Plague Bearers. Just 10 of them, and there's a banner in there because I had a few points left over. So I've got 10 Plague Bearers with the banner. Then we've got a patrol detachment of Slaanesh Demons, and there's 2 Keepers of Secrets in there, and 1 unit of 10 Demonettes. And then the big boy, he is back. We're playing Magnus in a Supreme Command detachment. Magnus the Red. And that's 1750.
In the green corner today, we're going to be going with the Imperial Knights. 1750 doesn't bring me a lot of toys to play with, and I'm actually going to hemorrhage 6 CP from the bounce. So I'm going to be going with pretty much 5 models, which is hardly anything considering what I'm going up against. But I'm going with a Gallant, I'm going with an Errant, and I'm also going with a Crusader. To top it off, to add that little bit extra firepower, I'm going to be going with 2 Helverins. In this detachment, I'm going to be going with House Morton. Really crucial on this one. Every time I've used these knights in the past, which has not been many, it's always been that particular one house that's done me the best. The plan upon this, having that extra 1 attack going into close combat or be in charge, probably might save my bacon, and that's what I'm kind of praying for. Now, the Warlord trait, I'm not going to be going with the House Warlord trait because it doesn't benefit him, unfortunately. But what I will be doing is doing one of the generic ones, which is number 3, which gives me +1 to attack. I'm not even going to try to attempt it because it's not even worth trying to say it on camera. My mindset behind this is to have the Shooty Knight and the 2 Helverins holding back to try give that little bit extra support for the 2 Knights going forward to cause the damage. That's the plan anyway. It's going to be a really interesting game. You've got to wish the Imperium some luck because they're really going to need it against what they're about to face. And this is going to be a real fun matchup.
Today we're going to be using one of the Grand Tournament's missions, Battle Lines. This consists of 4 objectives. The first 2 objectives are on the centre line, 14 inches away from the centre of the battlefield. The second 2 objectives are 18 inches away from the centre line, and they are situated in both deployment zones. Deployment is nice and easy. We're going long ways, and it is setting up 12 inches away from the centre line. Turn 1 is very important that the Imperial Knights try to get a bead upon some of the bigger stuff. Some of the juicy things that can't be hidden away would be Magnus the Red. Being over 18 wounds means he can be targeted much easier, and it doesn't give John a lot of space to hide Magnus. It'll be very, very difficult for him to hide away. With those massive great wings means that Magnus can be seen pretty much anywhere across the board. Now the Imperial Knights, they're armed with the rapid battle cannons, so they've got a very, very long range upon them. So it means that Magnus is going to find it very, very tricky to hide. But Spencer's been very clever on the way he's deployed his models. He's hidden them away very...
End of movement for the Knights. So the mindset is just try hold my grounds at the moment. I'm holding 1 objective. I've got to kind of hope that they can't get to me first time. However, Magnus is kind of a beast. Small board means he has more of a threat across the board itself. So I've got to kind of deal with Magnus first of all. John not going first means there's going to be a couple of things he hasn't got off. So that -1 to hit plus the better invuln means I've got a better chance of sorting him out while I can. So let's start off with the... So what we're going to do, we're going to go with this guy first of all. We're going to spend a CP to make him re-roll his hits, and he's going to target upon Magnus himself. So 4d3 shots. So not too shabby. So needed freeze. Re-roll my misses. Toughness 7. So 4. It says 3 go through. So that's 6 damage. Next up, we're going to go with the next Helverin, which is going to attack Magnus again. So 43. So that's a little bit better. So this one's not re-rolling the hits. Oh, I think that's the same as last time. 4s. That's better.
1.
Another 3 damage. So we're going to go with this knight first of all, and he's going to be shooting into Magnus as well. So he's going to go with the battle cannon, and nothing else can shoot because, oh, nope, I can see Nurglings with the heavy stubbers. And then we'll do the missiles, will go into the plague bearers at the end. So let's do the battle cannon first of all. For 9 shots. 6, 8, 9 shots. Need freeze. Go with that. Freeze. Oh, that's good, John.
3 go through.
Go with that.
3.
6. 6 damage in total.
Was it 3?
3 wounds left.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so here we go. So 3 shots. 1 hit. 1 wound.
I've got the dice. Goes through. How many damage? 1.
2 damage.
2 damage. Oh, 1 plague bearer goes down.
Okay. If I get you to stand on this side, it'd probably be the better bet.
Yeah. Roll down here, is that right?
Yes, fine. So next one, we're going to go with this battle cannon from this fella, and we're going to shoot into Magnus, and we're going to put the missiles into Magnus as well. We just got to make sure Magnus is finished. So 2d6 for the heavy battle cannon. Here we go. So freeze to hit. Freeze to wound. And that is 4 wounds, John.
3 go through. That is Magnus toast.
So losing Magnus so early on in this game is going to put so much pressure upon the Preacher. He's got to get these greater demons up the board as quick as he possibly can, because now the pressure's on, because those knights can still put a lot of pressure upon the Preacher if he doesn't manage to start tagging these up into close combat, or at least trying to take one of them out next turn. One thing that the Preacher did lose was a couple of plague bearers to the Ironstorm missiles from the knights. So the knights are doing very well in secondary objectives at the moment. So cut off the head so early on the game gives the Imperial Knights a nice whopping 13 points, plus Adore the Witch also gives the Imperial Knights another 5 points. So Magnus is quite a tasty target for the Imperial Knights to go for.
Hello, so psychic phase. Right, so this lady here is going to do Delightful Agonies on herself. Goes off on an 11. This lady here is going to do Symphony of Pain. Goes off on a 7.
Turn 1 for the Chaos Demons was very short. Not being able to get into combat or do any shooting means that it gives the Imperial Knights another chance to try take out one of those big toys as early as I possibly can. Now, knowing how quick those demons can potentially move, I need to kind of put some sacrificial lambs in front of my bigger knights and hopefully try to defend them off as best I possibly can. Grinding them down scores me another 3 victory points, and holding an objective at the beginning of my command phase gives me another 5.
High up those targets. Are you in the shooting phase?
Yeah, yes.
I'm going to use 2 command points to give that one, this one, a 3-up in bun. Okay.
Okay, so what, they've both got 3-up in buns
They've
now?
both now got 3-up in buns.
So we'll go with this fella first of all. He's going to shoot onto the first bird there. We're going to spend a CP. So giving my command phase again, the CP backs, which puts me up to 7. I'm going to spend that CP to do the reroll to hits, which hopefully is what I need on this one. I need to take out one of those big birds. Starting on this hell ring first of all, shooting onto the front one. Now 4d3. 4d3 shots. Now, as we understand it, the rules on this one, so I normally hit on 3s, so when re-rolling, it's going to put me up to 4, so I can't re-roll 3s, if that makes sense, because of the modifiers.
We think that's right.
Drop some comments down below. That's how we're going to play it today. So 3s I can't re-roll, but they're also failed, but drop some comments down below if we got that wrong. Please drop some comments down below, that'd be really appreciated. So that one I can't re-roll, but I can re-roll those. And then needing toughness 7 or 6?
Toughness 7.
But I will take that though.
I bet you'll take that.
Lots of 1s and 2s, please, John.
2 failed.
So that's 6 damage.
Okay.
And then we'll go with the heavy stubber next. And so shooting wise, so these 2 targeting, I can't shoot any of that Keeper of Secrets because we're now going by the footprint of the actual building itself, which actually prevents me from actually drawing line of sight onto the Keeper of Secrets. And the same again here, the Keeper of Secrets is well shielded, which is a good play from John because he needs it. So it really only gives me so many options to go with. So we're going to go with, we'll do this knight first of all. And then we're going to go with the Battle Cannon, Avenger Cannon going on to the first bird there. The missiles, however, I'm going to shoot back at the Plague Bearers at the back. They've been successful so far. And of course the heavy stubbers are also going to go into Big Bird as well. So let's go with the Battle Cannon first of all. I'm happy with that. That's a nice little result because that guarantees me some nice little shots. So fours because that -1 shenanigans. Oh, I should have spent a CP to unmodify things. Too late. So I need 3s. Ouch, that's not actually that good. So only 2 go through so far on that. And then I'll do the Avenger Gatling Cannon next. Just hold fire, John. I'll do them all at the same time. And then 6. So that's 12. So 14 shots. So 14 shots. Too late. So Schoolboy Error, I should have used some CPs to...
That was a miss. You knocked it.
Oh, I didn't think with the 6s. 6s to generate additional attacks. And I forgot that. Sorry. Never mind. It is what it is. Though
5s.
I think it's only 5, so it's 2 so far. So that's 2 of the thing, 3 of the battle cannon.
That's 2 on the battle cannon.
Is it 2 on the battle cannon?
Yeah. Because I had 2 dice in my hand.
And then 2 heavy stubbers. For no additionals.
Battle cannon. 1 goes through. 2. Take that off in a second. And Avenger Gatling Cannon. 1. Okay.
So 4 more damage.
Yeah.
And then we'll go with the missiles, shooting over to the Plague Bearers. For 3. 3 hit. That is toughness 4.
Yeah.
So it's 3 wounds.
3 wounds. 5 ups.
2 go through.
5 up. 2 damage each, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Number 1. Number 2. Okay. 2 dead.
Kind of happy with that one. Because I'm House Morton, I could have spent some CP to negate the shooting for the -1s onto Big Bird. And I think that would have been the smart move to do. But look, it is what it is. So next up, we're going to be going with this Helvrent, and he's going to be shooting onto Big Bird. So 4 D3 shots. I roll for the shots now. Okay, so then needing 4s to hit. That -1 didn't make a big difference that time, but that is 3 more hits gone through. And then the heavy stubber, 1 hit, no wounds.
All saved.
Okay, so we're going to shoot with the next one. I'm going to spend a CP, Slayer of Shadows, and he's going to be targeting onto Big Bird, and the missiles as well. We're also going to shoot onto the Plague Bearers at the back over there. So heavy stubbers will probably be interesting. No, they're in. So they're going to shoot onto Big Bird as well. So let's go with the big heavy stubbers first of all, because they're the ones that's going to do the damage. Here we go. So freeze. 2 so far.
4s even.
Nope, because my CP allows me to negate that.
Oh, you played
Yeah.
the CP. Sorry, I didn't realise.
So 2 wounds so far on the heavy stubbers, so let's mark that down first of all. And then we'll go with the battle cannon next for 2d3. What are you doing that for?
Saved stubbers.
You do that at the end.
Well,
Too late.
Sorry, too late.
Battle cannon. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll those. Oh, that's better. So that's 7. I'll go with 7 then.
3.
Yeah. But we're going to lose those dice. Okay, so needing freeze. And needing freeze. Oh, poop sticks.
Oh, saved on a 3.
Okay. Missiles. 4. For 1. Does wound.
5 up.
2 damage.
Nope, another one dead.
Another one dead. Cool. So how many is that dead now?
It's 5 dead now.
How many died this round?
3.
Cool. So we're going to go heavy stubbers onto Big Bird, and then we're going to do the missiles onto the Plague Bearers. So Plague Bearers first of all, for 5 shots. For 1. Nope. 2 damage.
Well, let me roll that and then.
Dead. And then the heavy stubber. Nope. Nothing for the heavy stubber. And that is turn. That is turned for the things. I can't remember if I've done the heavy stubber on that one. Too late. I've gone past anyway. So that is it. So we'll find out later on whether I've done that one or not. If I did, yeah, it is what it is. So let's move over then to Demons turn 2.
So the Knights not doing very well the previous turn, not scoring them not many extra points. However, this is where the Demons can now start making their way and start to catch up in points. At the end of this battle round, John is going to be scoring gauge on all fronts, which basically means just having something in all 4 quarters. So he's easily going to have that cheeky, easy 3 points. The primary, at the beginning of his command phase, he has cheekily put 3 troop choices on the objectives. It doesn't matter if they're troops or normal, but he just happens to have 3 troop choices on the 3 objectives, which is going to score him a whopping 15 points. That's massive. That's going to help him start catching up in the game.
Perfect. Okay. Yep, that's my movement. Let's do psychic. Hopefully we'll do a bit more in the psychic phase this time. I have all the dice over there. I put them there, that's why. Okay, so let's start off with right, so let's start off with my secondary, which is that lady. She's going to do the secondary objective, which is walk charge 4. So it goes off on an 8. So that gives me some points, which is useful. This lady here is going to do Symphony of Pain on herself. Goes off on a 12. I might... Oh, I should have done... This is why, ladies and gentlemen, you don't just rush in, you plan ahead. So up to 3. I'm going to use a CP to re-roll that. Goes off on an 11. Which at least I don't perils. Got to finish her now, so do Delightful Agonies on her as well. Goes off on a 6. Right, Big Bird number 1 is going to do... This is what I should have done first off. Gaze of Fate. That goes off on a 6 because he's +1 to cast. For this one is. He gets a free reroll. He's going to do... Yeah, so he's going to do Infernal Gateway on this one here. Okay.
Which does?
It's D3 mortal wounds, and then D3 mortal wounds for anyone within 3 inches of that model.
Warp charge value?
8.
Okay.
Goes off on a 11 because of +1. So if the Psychic Power was manifested, one more and it would have been good. Anyway, so did I roll an 11 or did I roll a 10?
You rolled a 10.
10 plus 1 is 11.
Yep.
Perfect. D3 mortal wounds on this one. Sorry, that's a 2, and the one behind there is 2 as well. Right, so next one I'm going to do. Bolt of Change from that one onto them. That's 18-inch move, 18-inch, and that's just D3 mortal wounds. Oh no! So this one will do Bolt of Change.
Yep.
On him. That doesn't go off. No, it doesn't go off. Hold on. That's a 2 and a 2. Use my free
reroll.
Reroll, or do I want to save it for the charge phase? Yeah, I want to save it for the charge phase. No. Yeah, free reroll.
So it's both dice. Because you're re-rolling the psychic.
I'm re-rolling. Yeah.
So it has to be both dice.
Yeah. So re-rolling. Yeah, it goes off on 9. So that's just D3 mortal wounds for 3.
On. What is it?
On the back one. I can choose. So I'm choosing the one at the back. And then smite from him onto the front one, obviously. Goes off on a 12 D6 mortal wounds for 3. Right, this bird will charge first into your Helvrin. Do you want to Overwatch?
Nope.
Okay. Nope.
So with regards with combat here, because you've got the building situated here, the way the models are pushed out, John really needed one of the Keeper of Secrets to get into combat first, to then allow the Keeper of Secrets to get through. And I'll tell you where it stitched you up, is where you're positioning the models, so they were no longer over that line.
Yep.
I think that's where it stitched you up, because when you positioned it all again, I think that's where it got you.
That's going in there then.
I'll spend a CP on that one to Overwatch. If I give you that. So, hold on again. 43. If you're going to do it, that's the way you do it. Come on. So there's at least one. And we do wound. Three wounds.
Okay, so down to 13. Do we get in? Yep. Unless that's more than a... I've rolled
7.
a 9, so is that all right?
Yeah, yes, you're well in there.
So 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s to wound.
And what's the minus on these?
3.
So 6s. You ready for all these 6s, John?
Yep. Okay, 9 damage.
Fine, I'll take that. I'll take that indeed, because that puts it down to 3.
Another 4 attacks from the snapping claws. 2s, 5s, rerolling 1s. Nope, nothing. That's it.
Wow, he survives.
So at the end of that turn, the demons paid the ultimate price by not positioning themselves correctly. With the big birds blocking in the Keeper of Secrets, that made a massive great change for the Preacher, not being able to get the Keeper of Secrets into something juicy and getting into the close combat with those knights. Now, the demons are very, very close to the bigger targets, putting myself in a situation where I'm going to find it very, very difficult to get out of. The fact that they're so close and I have got nowhere to run and I can't move my knights in a position where I can get into those Keeper of Secrets. Let's see what this turn plays out for us. And of course, I don't score any additional primary objectives. Due to that Keeper of Secrets sitting upon that objective, that does mean I don't have anything sat on any of the objectives, so I'm not scoring any of the primary. Now this is going to start to hurt.
So we're going to start with the Crusader first of all. We're going to spend a CP. So put me down to 4. And I'm going to negate the minuses to hit. Mind you, it won't matter at the moment because I've got the thing. And I'm not going to spend that CP at the moment, actually. I'll lie. It doesn't make any sense to. He is going to shoot everything into this little lass just here. So let's go with the Flamer first of all, and then the missiles, sorry. The missiles are going to go back over at the Plague Bearers.
What range is the missiles, by the way?
72.
Oh, fine then. That's a long way, isn't it? I thought it was 36 for a second.
72. Made me think then.
No, I just didn't know.
So we're going to go with the Flamer first of all. 5 shots. 1 damage, automatically hits, and 25s. So that'll be 3 so far. So 3 Flamers. Then we're going to go into the Gatling. 12, 14. 6s, do an additional 1. So let's take that additional 1 before I forgot. I know I've got 1.
-1 to wound.
So toughness 7, you said, yeah?
Yep.
And then the battle cannon. 9. What gives it the -1 to wound?
It's in it's sorry. It's in the abilities. -1 to wound for ranged weapons. I'm holding a camera, I can't show you. But I will show you in a second.
If it's -1 to wound, so then 3s wouldn't count, so it'd be 4s, yep. So that'd be 3 on the battle cannon. And then the heavy stubbers. No. And then the missile onto the Plague Bearers. 4. That's 2 wounds on the Plague Bearers.
So 3 heavy flamers. 1 goes through. 4 battle cannon. Not 4 battle, 4
Gatlins. 2 damage.
So and ignore on a. Oh, this is ridiculous. And you're -1 to and you're -1 to hit. But don't worry about that. 6s I ignore. So you say 2 damage per shot.
Yes.
Nope. And then the battle cannon.
Mm-hmm.
2 go through.
4 more damage.
This one, second one, 3 damage. You got 2. Can't remember. 2. I think it was 2.
Yeah.
$5. Sorry. Nope. And 2 damage each.
Yep.
First one. Second one.
And then we're going to go with the Helverin. And he's going to shoot onto the same target, back onto her.
Okay, -1 to hit.
-1 to hit. So what I do, I'll just spend that CP.
And then you
Nor then it doesn't make any difference then, yeah?
Yep, fine.
Yeah, so for far as the camera's concerned, that's fine.
Yeah, so this one is -1 to hit, that one wasn't.
That's correct.
That's fine. Yep,
Yeah.
great. That makes more sense. Well done, thank you. Sorry. And that you would have done that anyway if you'd known it was -1 to hit.
Yes.
So it's fine.
Okay, so here we go. So 43. That's good.
This is the advantage of having the camera, by the way.
So 4s. That's actually pretty good. Then 4s. That's actually really good. So that's 5 there, John.
Okay. I should have used. Oh, why did I not use my CP? I was going to use my CP. Oh well.
That's 9 damage.
3 go through. 3 each, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. 1. Hold on. So let's just roll 6 more. Nope.
They're bad.
Was that a 6 I rolled?
No.
Is that one? Okay. Yeah. Dead.
So we're going to go with knight number 2. So we're going to go with the battle cannon, heavy stubbers into this little lass here. Missiles again are going to be going onto the plague bearers at the back. So let's do the plague bearers first of all. For 6, could this be what I need? So hold both hands. 3 so far. And that is 2 more wounds going on to the plague bearers. Should I do that now?
Yeah.
No, so 2 damage. No, so
One dead.
One dead.
It's fine. I'll take him off in a second.
Okay, so then we'll go with the heavy stubbers into a festival. Let's soften her up a little bit. But that's 3 heavy stubbers.
Okay. 2 go through.
It's a good start.
I'll remember 2. It's fine.
And then for the battle cannon. Okay. Oh, 1. That is terrible.
Saved?
Okay.
That is saved, huh?
Yep, that's safe. That's safe.
Sorry. Thought I'd wrong.
You got an invulnerable save, so you got that sort of thing. So, ouch.
Oh, that was 14 left.
Let's give you that.
Okay.
So next up, what we're going to do, we're going to go with the last knight. He's going to do missiles back into the plague bearers, and then we're going to do heavy stubber. Yep, no, you can still see the base. So let's do missiles. 4. 4 hit. 2 go through.
Both saved.
Oh, you jammy.
Oh, come on, I've been rubbish on my save so far. Don't give me that.
Heavy stubber.
Haven't killed a single model in your army.
That's one more.
One more on her or...
Yeah, on her.
On her, cool. Nope.
Put it onto my lucky number.
13.
And that is turn for the Knights. So one of the things I totally missed out on was the heroically intervene of 6 inches.
Because of my exalted gift, 6 inches, yeah.
So that's horrible. So that's gonna be quite painful. Okay, so your attacks then, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just going to push her in. Okay. She's still on the top bracket, so 6 attacks. It's on 2s, 3s, 3 wounds, -3.
Nope, go through.
Dead. I killed my first model! Yeah! Come on, demons! We're back in it.
Going into the command phase for the demons are going to score another whopping great 15 points for holding the primary objectives. Now this is where the demons are really now taking over from the knights, and the knights are really going to struggle. And of course they've got the knights exactly where they want to be. They've got a juicy target in sight. They're kind of stopping them from moving. Let's see how this plays out.
Okay, let's do some psychic phase action. Lost that one. Got those 2. Right, she is going to do the get me secondary ones, which is a warp charge 4, which goes off just. So that gives me those points. I'm going to do Gaze of Fate. Should have done this previously. Gaze of Fate from this guy. That goes off on a 6. I'm going to do not that one. I'm going to do.
So what's he got left? Because that's the one you've got to finish off now.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, sorry. I've got. They both have similar powers.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I'm just working out which one to do it on and which one not to. So I'm going to do Smite from him onto that guy.
Yep.
That goes off. For 4 mortal wounds, because it's +1 mortal wound on this guy.
So just leave the 3 on there now.
So it's just 3 wounds left.
Yep.
Okay. Right, and then spend 1 command point to do again. Do Bolt to change. Happy with that?
No, it's just fine. It's 1.
It's 1. Okay.
So what's the warp charge value?
So it's warp charge 8. So I'll use command point to re-roll
everything. Yeah. So what you're down to CP now?
That's down to 1 now.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes off.
What's the warp charge value on this one? I don't know what you're casting, John.
Sorry, it's warp charge 8, but I get +2 to my cast. So
what gives you +2 now? So for it's +1.
Oh, he's the one that lost. Oh, he's the one that's lost wounds. Sorry. He's on 6. Ignore me. Okay, so this one then will do. This one will do Infernal Gateway. On it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do it on that model. Okay. That doesn't go off. I'm going to use my Gaze of Fate reroll to reroll the whole thing. That does go off this time.
Warp charge value of
8 or 7 + 2, 9.
Okay, yep.
So D3 on him.
For 2.
For 2, D3 on him.
Yep.
For 3. Okay. Should have done that. I'm an idiot. Yeah, and D3 on her. For 2. Spend or foe. Then I'm going to smite from that one onto the nearest model, which is that. That
Doesn't go off. Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
No, because you're demon. You've already done smite already.
I've done smite already. Yeah. Yeah, done smite with him. Yeah, it's fine. Cool. Okay. So
Charge.
yeah, charge phase. I think. Yeah, charge phase. So this one's going to
choose wisely.
This one's going to choose. Hold on. That's a 3+ invuln. That's not a 3+ invuln. That's a 4+ invuln.
What have you got CP wise now? Because you've used one already, yeah? One left, okay.
So that one is going in there.
Okay, and he's got no invuln, so...
He's got 4 up invuln.
4 up invuln. So I'm going to choose to Overwatch. So Flamer, first of all. Does not wound. Battle Cannon. I can feel 6s in here. 6, 9... Bloody 1. Not 1, John.
Good.
8. This is 10, 12, 14. 2, but this is a special one, so it gets the 2 additional ones. But that's 1 in there at least anyway.
Okay. No, goes through.
2 damage.
It's 14 damage. 14 wounds left. 6, 12, 14.
Doesn't get in.
Well, so
that's
3-inch charge. I've got to be within an inch. I haven't moved.
No way you're going to clear that.
Okay, I will re-roll. Use my last command point.
Yeah, sure.
Is it on
Easy.
line? Yeah. So I've got the room, so I'm just going to come around this side.
Yep.
Okay. This one will charge. Yeah. This one will charge. It's in. But so how many command points?
Did you bite into that, John?
Yep. How many command points you got left?
I've got 3.
3, so you can interrupt.
Yeah.
So this lady will go first into you. 2. So it's 2s to hit. 6 is an additional hit. So 1, 2. 4s to wound. Rerolling 1s to wound, fortunately. That's 5 wounds on you.
Minus
3.
So it's 5 go through. So let me give you that.
Yep. Are you counting down? Are you counting down or
Counting up?
Counting up.
So
it's 15 damage.
Yeah. But
So
what's left?
Snapping claws. Additional hit, so that's the same. And then your toughness 8 on you, so 5s to wound. 2 wounds on you, minus 3.
And what gives the additional?
So she has a.
Is it a normal save or invulnerable save?
It's 3 up. Sorry, it's 3 minus 3, so you lose 6.
I lose 6 damage, yeah?
Yes, 3 per dice.
No,
Yeah.
Doesn't blow up.
Wow, that's massive. The demons now scoring an extra 10 victory points by killing that Imperial Knight is massive. That's now put the demons ahead by quite a lot. It's going to be really difficult now for the Knights to try pull it back, but I'm not giving up just yet. There's still potential that I may be able to pull this one out of the bag.
So
These, I'd have to say, these turns are coming thick and fast now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Turn 4.
So going into shooting with the knights, so we're going to be going with the missiles is going to be going into the plague bearers. The battle cannon and heavy stubber will be going onto this lass here.
Battle cannon, heavy stubber.
Yeah. So we're going to go with the heavy stubber first of all. No wounds. And then we're going to do the missile into the... Actually, we'll do battle cannons first. That's good. For a good old 10, 6, 8, 10. Let's remove those misses. I'll go with that.
Oh, that's not bad.
So we'll do that.
Is that one as well?
Yeah.
Ooh. Saved 1.
Oh, this could be deadly.
She's dead. She's so dead. Yeah, she's well dead.
Get out of here. And then the missiles.
She's done her job.
So going with the missiles for 4. Two.
2. Oh, here we go. Live, live, live. No. Number 1. Number 2. Oh,
Yes, we got a.
oh dear. Well, they did their job.
They've done really, really well. They really
They
done
have.
well.
They've done
So
really
the
well.
last knight, he is going to shoot onto the one that is wounded. So if I give you that,
Yeah.
and he's going to shoot everything onto Big Bird. So we're going to go with missiles first of all for 6 shots. Any minuses this?
Yes, mine's 1 hit.
Actually, put that up.
-3 to wound. I'm joking.
So
Toughness
2 go
7.
through so far.
Yeah, toughness 7. This is a heavy stubble, right?
No, this is the missiles.
Oh,
So it's 2 damage apiece.
Both saved?
3 up save on that one, is it?
Yeah, that's the 3 up save one, yeah.
Okay.
The injured one. So because you concentrated on first, your second turn or
Yeah.
something.
And then heavy stubber.
Oh, can't see that. Sorry.
Cox, that's mega cox, nothing. And that is it. So it's whether or not I can get the charge in now.
So Darren's working out whether he can charge from there onto that Lord of Change on that side. So as of 8th, you have to go 9th. You have to go up and down that terrain or round.
So it's going to be -2 on 11 to the base. So I need a 10-inch charge from that one onto him.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do it.
That was a 6 and a 1. That's a 7-inch charge. Everybody.
I think that's. I'm just going to measure up the up one before I decide whether or not I'm going to go for that. So it's going to be better. I'm going to re-roll that one because it's 11 either way, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll go with that one and not do the re-roll. No, so we'll spend that CP.
Should be rolling.
No, it was worth it. That's
So
it.
end of night's turn. You killed a model though. You get more points, don't you?
Yeah, so I get 5 points for being a psyker.
Yes, you get the 5 points for being the psyker.
Grinded.
And you kill.
Grounded.
Yeah, grind them down. Let's do some psychic phase. Psychic, psychic, psychic. Sorry. It's my favourite turn. I love it. I really
Mad
do.
how.
I played armies, which is entirely shooting and no psychic for a few years, and I just hate it. I hate shooting. I just love the psychic phase. Anyway, so we're going to start with this lady. bloke, birdie thing. And we're going to gaze of fate off her. Him. It. That's a 7. That's got a 6 in there. So that goes off on a 9. So I've got gaze of fate. Then I'm going to do bolt of change from her, and I'm going to do it on this one. Yep. That goes off on a 8. So that's D3 mortal wounds. For 3. Then I'm going to do Infernal Gateway on that one. That goes off on an 8. D3 mortal wounds on that one for 1. D3 mortal wounds on the back one for 1. Okay, this one. Hold on a second. Take that off. I can only do 2. I can only do 2 pals. So just take that off. Sorry. I don't. Sorry. It's because they know 3. It's just so confusing. Why do they not know 2? Just know 2, do 2. It's fine. Okay. Front one. No. He loves it, ladies and gentlemen. He loves it. This one is going to do. This one's going to do Boon of Change. I have never done it, so I'm going to do it now. Goes off on a 7 because it's Warp Charge 7. D3 for 1. I get an extra attack. Yes. And he or she, whatever, is going to do Smite on that one now.
Double 1.
No, goes off on a 7. So D3 mortal wounds for 2 plus 1 is 3 because that's the one with plus 1. Oh, actually, I could have done that because I could have done the. I'd just spend a command point and go and do the mortal wounds there, so that's fine. That's where I did it last time. I spent the command point.
So that's for an extra 1, isn't it?
So it's just 1 there and 1 there, and then I'm down to 0 command points. So that's 7. So am I going to be able to kill you in combat? I doubt it. So I'm going to say that's the end of my turn. Right, here we go. We're at we're turn 5. We've done our movement phase. This is looking pretty dodgy for the Lord of Change here. Darren, what are you going to do? I think this is the end of Darren's turn. He doesn't really need to do anything. What do you think?
Yeah, you're wrong on that. Okay, so what we're going to do... I'm
on this camera again. What?
So we're going to do this knight first of all. He's going to spend a CP to ignore any modifiers.
Okay.
He's going to fire battle cannon into Big Bird with the missiles into... sorry, battle cannon and the missiles onto the one at the back.
Yep.
And then the heavy stubbers, we're not going to be able to clear those horrible little munchkins off because you've got too many wounds there.
12 wounds, yeah.
Yeah, can't do that. So everything's all going to go into the bird at the back.
Okay.
Is there any minuses to hit that one?
Yep.
Okay.
-1.
So let's go with the heavy stubbers first of all.
To the bird in the back.
To the bird in the back.
Okay.
It's got no invulnerable save. So all hits so far.
It's got a 4 up invulnerable save, but don't worry about it.
Sorry, no plus to the invulnerable save is what I meant. Sorry. Nothing so far on the heavy stubbers. Fair enough. Missiles. Look at that. Missile for 2. 2 hit.
Look at his lovely face.
Gonna have 1 so far. So that's 1 missile, and then we'll do the battle cannon, which is 10. I'll take that. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If you stand further back and use the zoom feature, oh, yeah, that'll be fine there. Not too much though. So That's a miss. I'll just knock that one over.
There was a 2 in there. Was that
I knocked it over.
That's fine.
3, John. So 3 on that, and then that's it. I'll pass the camera.
On the back one?
Yep.
Okay. Saved. And then the battle cannon on the front one?
That's it.
Okay.
So 3.
3. Oh, sorry, that went in there. So 3 up saves. Oh, passed all but 1.
2 damage anyway. Double 4. 2, 4, 4.
Oh, fine. Yeah. So 2 damage.
2 damage, yeah.
Okay. Down to 4.
And then the next knight is going to do exactly the same thing. So missiles. No, the back one, John.
No. That
I
was...
think shooting at the back one. One with the.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I apologise. Sorry, I thought you'd shot the. So that would be more damage then. This is very confusing. So everything's shot at the back one.
Yes, what I said, yeah.
Okay. Right. So that one's got 4 up in, but not 3 up. So it's, so you've rolled 2, 4, and then 5.
So 5 damage on the one at the back.
5 damage. We do listen to each other.
I thought that was a bit strange.
I am just a bit strange there. Come on. It could have been anything, to be honest. So he has 11 wings left.
Okay, and then the heavy stubber doing the same, and the missiles into the back one. So heavy stubber first of all. 1 hit.
Shouldn't roll under there, mate. Come on.
Yep. And then missiles. For 1. Hits. Does nothing. Okay, right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go charge.
We are in the charge phase. Where are you charging?
He is going to charge first of all into that one.
Overwatch.
So 8, can't 10.
I think you may be in there.
It doesn't matter. Okay, so he's going to target into her. Cool.
Because I've got 3 turns of 15 points, which is maximum 45.
Okay, so they do nothing next then.
Yeah, they do absolutely.
Cool. Right. We'll do with this knight first of all. So House Morton gives me the +1. Sorry, the Warlord trait gives me +1.
So you can only have a maximum of +1. So that's it's just it's 2s. So it's 2s, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because 1s always fail.
So 6 attacks coming in on Big Bird. So needing 2s, all hit. Because this is going in with the chainsword, and then 2s again.
You've gone with the sword. It's fine. 6 damage straight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I fail 1, she's dead.
Yeah. No
Should do
pressure.
1 at a time for dramatic effect. She's dead.
Yay! Nearly.
Nearly. Oh, well.
Well, if it had been the sword, if it had been the thing, I could have just lobbed it at the other one.
You should have done that. It would have been awesome for cinematic effect. We could have actually done something like, what? Anyway.
So moving into the last turn for the demons, and it's all down to John. So let's do some dice clean up.
I'm going to be really boring because this is the last turn. I'm going to stay still, and I'm going to roll for. Yeah, I'm going to stay still, and I'm going to roll for psychic powers. I'm going to roll for mental interrogation on a 4 up. I get it off, and that's the end of my turn. End of the game. Demons scored 79 points. 10 points off, 11 points off max, which is a brilliant total. I maxed out on primaries, which is entirely the aim of that army, is to be able to get the objectives and hold more objectives than your opponent every turn. It makes it slightly easier when you're playing an opponent who has less models than you do, less units. I really liked the army. I made a couple of mistakes, I think. First mistake is not going first. For some reason I had this strange thought in my head that, the knights will just come to me. Without realising or without thinking, actually, hold on a second, they're just going to sit back and shoot me. So losing Magnus turn 1 was a problem, and that really put me on the back foot, actually, and put Darren on the front foot in terms of being able to get those points and do the damage to me. I also made a mistake with my turn 2, where I was had the Keeper and 2 Lords of Changes by the ruin, trying to charge through to the Helverin and the the other Crusader Knight. And blocking myself off with the Lords of Changes was really silly. And in hindsight, obviously, you check the distances more carefully, and that's really important to do. So I'm going to make sure I do that more often. I think everything else seemed to go according to plan. I think in terms of tweaking and changing the list, I love the big guys. I love the Lord of Change and the Keeper of Secrets. I think they do really well for my army. They're in your face, and they force Darren to deal with those instead of dealing with what's actually winning me the game, which is the little ones on the objectives. Magnus, I love the model. The model is gorgeous. I think 465 points. He's quite expensive, and he did nothing in this game for me. But he is really good. So I think I want to keep him in for a few more games, and then I'm going to tweak and change as I see fit. But I think I don't think I'd change anything really in my army. I think it works well. Be interested to see what Darren thought about my army as well when he comes back. So yeah, I think
very, very interesting game. That first time playing Knights in 9th edition, I actually really, really enjoyed it. Not a lot to think about. It's quite easy, very, very simple to play. I found it very difficult trying to choose a secondary mission for the Knights. That was a real pain. But I think the ones I went for were ideal. But the problem was I had to try, and as John said, trying to deal with those horrible little pesky Nurglin and the Plague Bearers trying to hold those objectives. And that's where I was kind of struggling. Kind of hoping that he would fail morale and lose models that way. But, you know, it is what it is. He was right to do it the last game to make sure that he didn't charge that guy in. Even though if he did, I don't think that would have made a big change. I think John would have definitely won it on points. There's nothing. All I would have got is the high ground, the moral of actually slaying another demon, which would have been good. But overall, I don't see at the moment Knights being a top list in the tournament scene. But they are very, very fun to play with. And of course, it does depend on who you're playing with. If it would have been a normal army, I would have gone with something totally different. But because I knew that John was going in with big monsters, demons, I thought it would be a great opportunity to try even the game out and try bring something of a similar caliber to the tabletop. That's it. Mistake-wise, the Aaron and the, not the Crusader, but the Aaron and the, I've forgotten the, so the Aaron and the Gallant maybe had them slightly around the wrong way, so meaning that I couldn't get one of those into charge. I don't think that was a major one, but it might have helped a little bit. The only other problem, the biggest mistake I did make, however, the Helvegen, I forgot about the heroic intervention. I should have moved him the full 7 inches away from combat. That's what I should have done, and then absolutely penalised John afterwards. But look, it is what it is. I don't think that would have cost me the game, but it might have helped a little bit later on in trying to shoot off some of those horrible, pesky things holding those objectives. So that's what I would have probably done differently. And maybe look upon some of the Engine Wars traits and some of the command points in there, because I didn't really actually spend anything out of the Engine Wars at all, and I just kept to the actual main codex itself. But look, really interesting how this game played. We really do appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. If you want to see more content like this coming out, please follow us on YouTube. And of course, come find us on Facebook. Come join the conversation on that. And if you want to support a little bit further, of course, we have the Patreon as well. And there's also new Patreon-only videos coming out as well, which you can find on Patreon. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And hopefully I'll catch you all very, very soon. Peace.